Hi. I just have to go, whew. Did you make it? Can you believe it that we're at the end of the first quarter of the year and we've already begun the second quarter of the year? Did you make it? It can be kind of interesting sometimes, and I've been thinking about you, and I've been thinking about this first quarter of the year because I've had my head down this entire first quarter. It feels like I kind of disappeared from the world a little bit, and I did it for a purpose. I've actually been really busy working on some important stuff that I want to bring to you guys, but on top of that, I've been also working on me. I've been working on growing and changing and developing, but I've also been working on my skill sets, and I just had the privilege of being 2 weeks, 16 days of intense training all day long to receive my master's certification in neurolinguistics, time techniques, and success coaching, and even some hypnotherapy. Now, why did I do that? Well, if you know me, you know I'm a freedom fighter, and my job is to help you be the best freedom fighter that you can be for your dreams, your goals, your family, and the people that are counting on you, right? And so this was just a way for me to be able to ante up my skills so I can be better at helping you. What does that have to do with what we're talking about today? Well, the title of this topic today is called Fight On. I mean, we just finished the first quarter of the year, and for me, it felt like, wow, we're only halfway there? I mean, we're not even halfway there. We got one quarter. We're not even halfway there. So it just felt like a lot, and it's good that it's a lot of stuff. And at the same time, this stuff ain't easy, right? I don't know how your first quarter turned out for you personally and professionally, but it ain't easy. It's not an easy game. And so I wanted to just talk with you about that, because when you get through the first quarter, there's part of you that kind of goes, oh, deep breath, we got the first one done. And there's a part of you that goes, but there's so much more to do. And you know what? I want to encourage you today. I want to encourage you just to fight on. And I want to talk about how you can do that for yourself. How do you keep up the fight every single day? When I say fight, it doesn't mean everything's miserable or anything like that. But the truth of the matter is even the good stuff in life doesn't come by itself. We have to fight for that stuff. So how do we do this? How do we fight on? Number one, I want you to remember that it's not the absence of challenge that helps us to continue to fight on, but it's through the challenge or challenges that help us to continue to fight on. And so what did you do in the first quarter of this year that you can be proud of, that you can be excited about? What's it leading to? Because it's going to be so important for you to go back and practice what I call projecting nostalgia. Nostalgia is going back and thinking about something that was just absolutely amazing or somewhat glorious in your life and in your experiences, and reminiscing there, but taking that success, taking that win, and projecting it into your future life, the next quarter for that matter. So what did you do well in this first quarter that you can marinate on and use that to project into your next quarter? That's how you keep fighting, okay? The other thing is what are some of the things that are around you? What is your environment? Because I don't know if you know this, but your environment is really stronger than your will. We think that we have to push ourselves every day with our willpower to try to make this stuff happen. And the truth of the matter is our willpower wears out like a muscle. It's like you can only do so many push-ups or pull-ups, right? Until your muscle wears out. And that's what willpower is like. And so how do we fight on? We got to turn some more things over to habit in this particular way. So what's in your environment? Your environment is stronger than your will. So how do we make our environment support us? I need you to look behind me right now. And you might be kind of feeling like Greg's kind of nuts because I got a full whiteboard of stuff, and that's a massive whiteboard. It's not your regular size. My wife made it for me huge because she knows I love them. But on top of that, there's printed out pieces of paper, and there's ones that are written on, and there's, some that have frames around them, and so on and so forth. There's stuff everywhere. Why do I do that? This is Greg working to be able to create an environment that's going to be fruitful for me. There are some things on here that are ideas that are going to help me to be able to bring some great stuff to the world and do what I do for a living, right? To help you guys. Now, that's great. There are some things up there that are reminders that, Greg, you can handle this, right? You're made for this kind of stuff. Some of the things up there, which you can see up here, right about there, are love letters from my family. My little daughter, I told you I was gone for a couple weeks. My little daughter always, every time I come home, has an envelope sealed with my name on it, and it's a little love letter saying, Dad, you are so amazing, and you've loved me since day one, and I just appreciate you, and I'm so glad you're home. That's the kind of stuff that fills the tank. That's the kind of stuff that helps us to fight on. So that's 3 things we've talked about so far already to help you keep fighting on. Are you feeling a little bit more empowered? Are you feeling a little bit more like, let's take on the next quarter? I hope you are. What's it going to take for you today? There's one more thing I want to share with you, and this happened to me today because I was feeling it a little bit, right? You get a little battle worm sometimes. And my wife, in all of her wisdom, took me aside for a little bit just to remind me of what to focus on and how grateful I can be around the things that I do have. And she even just took some time just to rub my back, and I kind of went, yeah, everything's okay now. Where is that support coming for you, right? To help you fight on. So here's the deal. Now that you're facing the second quarter, now that you've looked back and you have projected nostalgia, you've taken your successes and your wins and you've changed your environment to support yourself, and I trust that you're doing this. Please do yourself this favor. Now that you've done that, what's up for this next quarter and the remainder of the year for you? What is it that you're just going to take you in that direction, and what are you after? And I want you to know this. I'm in your corner, and if you want some help for what's going to happen next quarter and the one after that and this whole rest of this year so that you can make it to the goals and the things that you want to be able to do, I want you to call me. Because right now, I'm actually opening up my schedule for an opportunity for people to work with me, and I've got a whole new layer of stuff to be able to offer that's going to be mind-blowing that'll help you get there. So you know that I love you. Call me if you want some help. Call me if you want some cheering on, and do what you need to do to set yourself up to fight on. I love you. Be great. It's what you're made for. Talk soon.